Okay, we're recording. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Jackie's here too. I know I showed you guys earlier. She's right there. Jackie's our newest team member, besides Michelle, who's that Dara recruited. So you guys are both in your first 30 days and hopping along. But I just wanted to, first of all, thank you guys for joining us. And it's been a while since I've had a team meeting, and I want to start doing this again and kind of get the idea of meeting once a month to go over some different topics, but also just so we can get to know each other and to be able to help each other out as a team too, kind of create that team culture. But I wanted to start out the meeting by saying that you guys did awesome in July. July is the biggest month in sales that our team has ever done, and you guys are all part of it. So thank you so much for being a part of the team. And I know and I know Barb was a big part of Ann's team. She's our hospitality folks, so she's along here too with us, but she did awesome as well. But just as a team, we did amazing last month. Like I said, it was the biggest month. And then we also had some recognitions. Since Dara went MIA, I'll wait till she comes back. She just I'm sure she's listening. She just doesn't want us to see what she's doing. Haley was also a new member, and she had $361 in sales. Karen had $751.75 in sales. Tina, who's not on right now, she had over $2,000 in sales last month. Linda, who's joining us, and I guess Tina and Linda had a $1,768 in sales. They both hit the second level of free-for-all products. And Karen, you hit the first level of free-for-all products last month. Nicole's not on. She had $516. Sherry Rhodes had $405 in sales. So everybody was rocking it last month. Julie had $214. Becky had 170, so she was active. And Dara, for the second time in this year, had more sales than I did. She had $3,741 in sales, so she hit the third level of free-for-all. So I told her that, and she hit her $15,000 in sales, career sales. So that's a big deal because she just gave herself a promotion. So when you hit $15,000 in career sales, you get a little pin and recognition from Gene Jonas, and you give yourself a 2% promotion. So when with your commission, instead of your base being 20,000 or 20%, you get 22% to start with. So she just gave herself a promotion. Plus, she's starting to recruit some, and that gives you a promotion too. So just think about those things if that's something you guys want to do.
And then you also get awesome little postcards in the mail from Sarah that say how well you're doing.
And Karen had a good month last month because she hit her $1,250 in sales in her first 90 days. So she got 100 Pampered Chef dollars for that. So it was a really good month. Jackie's on track to get her $1,250 in her first 30 days, and Haley is only $35 away from getting her $1,250 in her first 90 days. So we're doing good, and you guys are doing awesome, and I just want you guys to keep it up because everybody's participating is doing wonderful. That was July. I talked about Haley being only $35 away, but we're doing good for August too. We have Dara, Michelle B, Elizabeth, Haley, and Jackie all green already, which means you have $150 or more submitted. $150 makes you active. And just so you guys know, if you go for 2 months with no sales, you don't submit $150 or more. I shouldn't say no sales, but you're not active. Your career sales go down to 0. So just so you are aware, if you care about your career sales, some people are like, I just want to do a show now and then. If that's what you want to do, that's perfect. I just need to know that that's your plan. But if you want to earn yourself that promotion, that percent promotion, don't ever go more than 2 months without doing $150 in sales. Even if you just have to run around and ask your friends and family real quick, you can have an order so you can throw some orders together. Because I know I had some people that are starting to get closer to that 15,000. I did it in a year. I think I did it in a year. My first year doing about 2 shows a month. So not too bad.
Quick clarification on that, please.
Uh-huh.
Can you go 2 full months without submitting, or is it the second month that you don't, you automatically lose it then?
The second month. If you go the second month without.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to clarify that. Thank you.
So if in July you didn't do at least $150 in sales, and then in August you don't do $150 in sales, then your career sales goes back to 0.
Okay.
And if you've earned that promotion,
You lose it.
you lose it.
Got it.
So just some of these little bits and pieces that you don't, it's not necessarily at the forefront of your mind when you're just getting started or struggling, because we all go through struggles. This month is not that fabulous for me in terms of booking. So, we all have that. But we have some great folks that are already cruising along this month, but we still have over half the month left to get more sales in. So we are moving along there. Did any of you guys watch the live stream of the conference? I know Barb was there.
I didn't get to.
Can I call on you, Barb, pick on you just to talk about, since you were the only one that was there, so they don't have to listen to me talk the whole time? Can you tell us a little bit about your experience at conference?
I'm really glad that I went. I did go last year too, and I'm glad I went again this year. The excitement and the, I don't know, just the feelings you get with being there. I think it helps, or it helped me anyway as an individual, feel like I can do more with my business. And with being there, I think I've come back and I've been talking to people easier now. And I think I'm actually starting to move ahead a little bit more again. I was starting to get to where I was kind of I wasn't stagnant, but I wasn't doing real well. So I feel like it's helping me get back on the road to get to where I want to be a little bit more. It's making me focus more on my goals again.
So what was your favorite thing about conference?
I liked all the breakout sessions and what you can learn within those sessions. And I took lots and lots of notes. And I love when we all get together as an entire group and all the individual stories that are told from people that have just started and how they've really been blessed by the company, more so, I guess to say, with where they're at now and what they've come through to get to where they're at. And a lot of them in such a short time, it makes you feel like, well, if they can do it, maybe we can do it.
Yeah, it's really touching, those testimonies are.
Yeah.
There was one lady who talked about, I don't remember the whole story, but she started out saying that her and her family were in a car accident. Her husband died immediately, and they had to move forward with their lives, and Pampered Chef really blessed them so she could stay home with her kids and she could work Pampered Chef. So and then her daughters have since grown up, and she's a grandma now. Is that the right one? Her kids have grown, and she is remarried, and so and that was just one story that I can remember, but there's several testimonies that are just so touching in those large group sessions. And what breakout sessions did you go to, or just a couple of them? Do you remember? I have my notes with me too.
I went to What Everyone Must Know About Bookings. That was with Marna Ross. That was very good. I went to Take Your Show Experience from Good to Great. Recruiting from the Heart.
I went to that one too.
Yeah. Fuel your fire every day. And coach your way to a happier business. And I think the rest were our big group sessions that we were in.
I did a couple of, they had what they call the tech cafe set up, where if you had questions about people issues, or even if you wanted to talk to somebody who works in the IT area, you can meet with them one-on-one and talk to them about an individual issue or problem. But then they did some trainings there, and I went to a couple of them. I went to one on the wish list or wedding bridal registry. Because I hadn't done much with that. So that was really helpful. I took a lot of notes. I'm going to set up my first wish list tomorrow, probably. I was going to do it tonight, but it'll probably be tomorrow. And I also did one on reports, which I knew most of that. I wasn't really sure what it would cover, but I wanted to see. And so I may run out with some of our meeting time. I may probably not today, because there's some other stuff I want to talk about, but kind of cover some of that in the future. And I did the recruiting from the heart. I took a lot of notes too. Promoting directors, because that's my next goal, is to get you guys on board who want to recruit and move up in the business to help you out. And I went to I forgot what it was called, but it was like about the products, like just some insights on how they came up with the products. There's some directors that got the products ahead of time to test them out and could do some reviews, things like that. And they also had some selling tips on how to sell them. So that went to that one. And I don't know what this last one was notes on, but I don't know. And then the directors got to go to a special training by a speaker named Amanda Gore. And she's from Australia, and we were running late on time the whole time. And everybody was talking, and she goes, "Why are you still talking?" Just looked at everybody, and everybody gets quiet. And she was just funny. She would say something, we'd start to clap. No clapping. We don't have time for clapping. So it was very good information, but it was really funny because she just kept going and going, "Oh, we don't have time for that. Let's move on." So she was funny. A couple of the things I wanted to implement, if I can. One of the things in the class for promoting directors, and something I talked about a little bit earlier, is about having meetings regularly so our team can help and support each other. Cindy did this with the Shooting Stars for a while, and Dara has continued to do this, which is awesome. But when something good in your business happens, post it on the site, post it on our group page, and hashtag do and tell. That's just, you can do, Cindy had Shooting Stars, hashtag Shooting Stars. We can do and tell. So if you had an awesome show, you just closed out a $1,000 show, put that on there and put hashtag do and tell. You get earn the pink whipped cream maker for doing $750 in sales. Put that on there, hashtag do and tell. Because it's good to help support each other when there's good things that are happening. And we want to learn from each other. So maybe we'll see like Dara, who's on this booking craze right now. If someone wants to start booking more shows, maybe they could reach out to her and ask her, "Hey, what are you doing?" Oh, she says, don't ask her.
No, I just jokingly said, it's a secret. No, it's not.
So I just want to start that kind of that culture with our team, so we can, because we have some folks that are local, but we have some folks all over, and even those that are local, I mean, Karen and Dara are both in the Quad Cities, but it didn't work for them to come here today. And Barb was busy all day, and she's within driving distance, but so we don't always get to be with each other face to face. Well, we are face to face in person. So I think just that support even on the Facebook page is helpful too. And we do have a lot of folks that are newer, and we do have some folks that are seasoned, and some that are in the middle. So I think we can all learn from each other. So put out those good things that are happening, and then don't hesitate to ask questions. I know a lot of you guys are good at doing that too, asking the questions on there. And if you're not getting a response from our team, post it on the Shooting Stars page, because there's all of Cindy's team. She has my team, our team. She has our team on there. She has the Ruba team. They're in Northwest Iowa. Lori Bilkey, her team is on there. She's in kind of western Iowa, central, near Fort Dodge. Marty Beauchamp is in Kansas, and then Cindy's personal team. Oh, and Dorothy, she's up with Lynn in Northwest Iowa. So there's all, not just those directors, but all their team members are on that Shooting Star page as well. So we can learn from each other that way too if you have questions, because more than likely someone's going to be checking that page if you don't get a response on the Von Holt page. So let's see. Something else. Oh, I wanted to share with you guys, I have to go get it, but I wanted to share my vision board. I'm starting to update it, and I ran out of little caterpillars, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So let me go grab it. Oh, it's right here. So this is something we had to do when I was in a training called LEAD, and we had to create a vision board. So this is the first part of it. So this is me, the big butterfly, and then the other butterflies are, there's more down here, other people that are going to promote to director. So when you promote to director, you can decorate your butterfly. So that's part of it. So I have at least 5 on here because I want to move up to advanced director. Woo. But then on this side, I have all my little caterpillars, and you guys are all the caterpillars. I'm still missing a few names, but I don't have Jackie's on there yet, and I don't have Haley's on there yet. I have to find the rest of my caterpillars. So, but that's where you guys are, my team. And then up at the top, it just talks about what it takes to be a director and what it takes to be team leader. And I'm just gonna talk to you about that because otherwise it's gonna be backwards. If you have one recruit under you, which we have one team member, Becky, who's in Texas, she has one recruit under her, that's Molly. So Becky is a senior consultant. Okay, if you have 1 to 5 team members underneath you, or you've recruited 1 through 5, like Dara has, you're a team leader. Now, they don't all have to be your direct recruits. If Dara recruits Michelle, and then Michelle recruits Jane.
Pamela.
Okay, Pamela. Michelle recruits Pamela. That still counts as one of her 5. So they don't have to be direct. And once you hit 5 recruits and your team does a total sales of $5,000, that's not you by yourself, that's the team, then you promote to director. You have to do a minimum of $750 in sales each month, and your team has to reach $5,000 in sales each month to keep your title. Now, when you become director, you give yourself a promotion. And even when you recruit, you give yourself a promotion. When you recruit, so when Becky and Molly both submit sales, Becky gets 1% of her sales in addition to her normal commission. And she also gets 1% of Molly's sales from the company as saying, hey, good job for recruiting and having an active recruit. When you're a team leader, you get 2% of your own sales from the company and 2% of all of your team members' sales for that month. Those are called overrides, that percentage. So you're making some more money that way. Once you become a director and you promote to director, I have to look. I don't remember. I think it's 3%. 3% overrides. Yep. You make 3% off your own sales from the company and 3% override on all your team members' sales. Plus, you get an activity bonus for every active team member of $10. So if I have 10 team members active, I get $100 for having you guys be active. And then I also use that a lot of the times to buy the postcards that I send you, to use for the postage, things like that. So it's not just like all going in my pocket, because I do put it back towards you guys. And then from there you can build on. Well, I guess the other perks is that you get all of the or a good majority of the new products for free. Like I was saying before, they're sitting behind my computer, and we can look at those in a little bit. I know Cindy's gonna, on her team meeting, which we can all join, is gonna cover that too. You get special training at conference. When you first promote, you get a great recognition, I can't talk, as a director. You also get, see if it tells me on here, 250 Pampered Chef dollars when you promote. The special training at conference, you get $100, and I think team leaders get this too. You get $100 towards professional development. So if there's a conference or a speaker you want to see that costs money to see them for your business, you have to work with the home office to get it approved, but then you can get that reimbursed as professional development. From the director level, there's advanced director, and to be an advanced director, you have to promote one director within our team. So if Dara promotes to director, and I'm using her just because she has more recruits right now, that doesn't mean that nobody else is going to go out and go crazy and recruit 5 tomorrow. But then she would promote to director, and I would promote to advanced director. However, the next level, the senior director, is a little bit harder. And Cindy, who is my upline, whose meeting will be next, she just promoted to senior director. So that's kind of the progression. And then after senior director is executive. So the benefits just keep going up as you grow your team. But it's just something to think about. And I think we're going to be doing some talking about bookings, talking about recruiting, more specifically on team meetings coming up, just because I know that we all can use the training, including myself, with some of this. So I also encourage you to send me any questions or anything you want me to cover in trainings, because I won't know if you're struggling or if you have questions about something unless you let me know. So if you have certain questions about bookings or recruitings that we can cover in those trainings, certainly let me know so we can cover those. Otherwise, let's hear from you guys. What is good that's happening in your business this month? It doesn't have to be something that's happened. It could be something in future, like you have a party booked or you're starting one or something like that. But what's good that's happening in your business?
I have 2 parties booked for the next 2 days. But
well, that's good. That's positive. Good. Linda, I think you're still on mute if you're talking. There you go.
For my last party, I booked 4 parties.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was the first. I got one this month, one in September, and two of the hosts that just had their parties, and they want to have one in March.
That's
I've
great.
got 2 booked for March already.
Good.
August is very slow. I only have the one so far.
That's okay. I'm right there with you. So, so that's my next goal too, is to figure out what my next plan of action is to get some more shows on the calendar for August and September. So, all right. What else? Anything else exciting?
I'm closing out my second show tomorrow.
Yay! Okay.
I'll be closing out my second show tomorrow too for this month, and I got another person I'm talking to tomorrow after work, and I just talked to someone today, and I'll have a booking. I gotta get set up with her for in September, so I might have 2 or 3 bookings for September ready too, which is
Oh, good.
nice because I haven't had more than 2 in a month for a while. So
Good. Sarah, how many bookings do you have? She's my rock star for the bookings.
For when?
For August. How many do you have for August?
Let me look. Hold on.
We're just gonna have you do the booking training.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 that are technically catalog virtual parties, and 1 home show that I have to drive 4 hours out of town for. It's my cousin.
So you do, but you do most of yours virtual, yes?
I do 98% of my parties virtually.
Okay,
Yes.
you and Linda needed to discuss, because she has to do hers virtual. So maybe you guys maybe you can give her some tips. So Linda, if you want to reach out to Dara, you can either be Facebook friends and message each other, or
Okay.
share phone numbers, or whatever works best for you. I think that would be a good way to for you
Yeah,
guys, because I know that that's a concern of yours.
Yes. She's already helped me quite a bit with doing some special forms and stuff. So,
Good.
I'll still try and help you, Linda. Not a problem.
okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
And just personally, I do half and half. I try to do half and half. I try to do half home shows and half and half virtual parties. My husband's behind me with a turkey stick or something.
Dara, I'll have to friend you too, because I want to get into more virtual too,
Sure.
and that's what I'm turning for. So yeah, just with getting them set up to where I can get the bookings from those would be awesome.
Sure, I can help you with
Yeah.
that.
And
So,
I know
can I interrupt, Sarah? You asked about the things going on this month that's exciting and whatever. I literally just closed the party while we were talking. Yeah.
I think you're just paying attention. No, just kidding.
I'm paying attention, but I had to get it closed because they're Eastern time, and I wanted to make sure I had everybody's credit card go through before they went to bed. So, yeah, I had to do it now so that between the 2 parties or the 2 meetings, if I needed to call somebody, I had time to call somebody.
So that, I don't know why that reminded me of this, but they did announce in at conference that everybody is going to have what's it called, express checkout, which they're going to send an email out to you guys. I've only used it a couple times. I used it at Jackie's party and it went really, really well. And what it is it's when you set up your Facebook, when you set up your party in Consultants Corner, it will then have at the top a number, I think it's like a 5 or 7 digit number. And your guests will literally on their phone go to like pchef, I don't remember, there's a link, pchef.something.com or something, and then you have to enter in that number. And then they can just do their whole order right on the phone, and then they submit it. That says submit to consultant. So then you can look at it either on your phone or your computer, verify everything with them. They submit their payment, everything. And all you have to do is change, because when they submit it, it comes through as a $1 charge in the credit card so that you have to change that to whatever their total is. And then you're done. You submit their stuff. So it's pretty slick.
So how's that going to work? How's that going to work if you have consultant gifts for prizes and such like that?
You can still add it. It won't ship and everything right away. It just puts all their payment and their orders in. If you need to add something to it later or adjust it later, you can still do that. It doesn't ship it right away.
Okay, because I thought maybe you were talking about a quick ship program, because I actually had a host that the party doesn't start till Friday, and she messaged me today with 4 orders. Woohoo! And she wanted to know how quick they'll ship. And I said, when we close your party. And she's like, oh, you're not on the quick ship program? And I said, no, I'm not. I said, I know other consultants are, but I am not.
Yeah, I am. Barb is. So there's good and bad things about that too, that you can't add stuff. Like, so if I have on a Facebook party, if I have a gift, I just mail it to them. And I just do the season's best. I do the older season's best and I mail it because it's flat. And they're cheaper too, because right now you can get the older ones. You can get the set of 10 for like $6.50. So that's less than $1 a piece. So pack of 10 for $6.50. So do you guys have any questions this evening?
One of the biggest annual events in Hampton Beach is the
No?
how many are we waiting for?
Okay, so I'm going to put this on the Facebook group page to recording, so people that didn't have a chance to join can watch it. But just remember to start posting your good things, do and tell. And I'm going to do, I didn't say this, I'm going to do a drawing every week. I'm going to have to set an alarm or something so I don't forget, because I'm notorious for forgetting. But do a drawing for everybody who puts in their hashtag do and tell, or however many that you put in for the week. And I'll do a drawing every week for a while for those who are commenting. And it might just be like, I made phone calls today. You know, it doesn't have to be something amazing, because for me, making phone calls, that would be amazing, because I hate picking up the phone. So, you know, it could just be things that you're doing for your business. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. And you guys are just rocking and rolling and doing great things with your business, and keep it up, and don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. But I do, just because Linda's still on, I just want to, Linda, I had a shout out to you because of your sales last month as well. Everybody just did an amazing month last month. So just because you're on and you missed it. So great job, everybody. And we will have another meeting next month. Take care.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Talk to you later.